This game is called Simple Bowling. It is designed to be used by a whole class at the same time. The teacher or trainer would divide the class into teams, or you can use individuals. There can be up to 8 teams or 8 individuals playing at one time. The way it works is a team or individual is asked a question by the instructor. If they get it correct, then they're given one click of the red bowling ball. Clicking the ball will produce a screen with a random number of pins knocked down. Each team then would go, the teacher would go back then to the main board, add in that number of pins for that team, and they continue until they either run out of questions or until the time is up for the game. This is simple bowling, meaning you don't get to add extra pins for strikes and spares. So let's give you an example of how that would work. I'm going to click play here. I would first now go to pointing out what's on the screen for you. Here are your different team score boxes. It says very clearly here just to click the red ball in the center when you want to see how many pins to get knocked down, and the upper left is an end game button. So for example, I would now ask my first question to team 1. I will pretend like they got it right, and so since they got it correct, I'm going to click the red ball one time. Okay, they got 8 pins knocked down in that one, so I'm going to click the lower right to return to scores, and I'm going to go to team 1 and type the number 8. Now I would go to team 2 and repeat the process. Team 2 got it right, so I'm going to click the ball again, and they also got 8 pins knocked down, so I'm going to return to scores again and give them 8 pins. Let's do one more. I'm going to now pretend to ask team 3 a question. They get it right, so I'm going to click once, and they got 5 pins knocked down. And return back here. 5. Pretending that we went all the way around now and we're back to team 1, we would give them another question. If they got it right, I'm going to click it one more time for team 1, and they got 5 pins knocked down. So now after they get 5, I'm going to just simply add it to team 1, and they got 5 more, so that would be 13. Again, if there is strikes in the game, if they get those, you can't add those to the next one. It's just simple bowling, which means you just add the scores straight as they are. And that's basically the way the game is played. One tip: if you launch a game or see when you open a game file that there are scores left from an old game in there, you actually can't edit those in just regular PowerPoint edit mode. You have to start the presentation. Once you start the presentation by going to the slideshow menu and choosing View Show in Office 2003 or earlier, or by just going to the slideshow menu and choosing From the Beginning in Office 2007, basically then you can go in and then you can reset the scores to be 0 by just clicking in there and typing a 0. I oftentimes encourage people to zero everything out before they close the file, but if you do open it and you see that there are some scores in there, just actually launch the presentation, go in and clear the scores, and then it'll be set and ready to go again. To begin a PowerPoint show using Office 2007, go to the Slideshow tab, click one time on the Slideshow tab, then choose From the Beginning. To start the game in any version of PowerPoint before Office 2007, go to the Slideshow menu and choose View Show. This game is designed for whole class participation. Participants are divided into teams or may work as individuals. For best results, use an LCD projector or TV to display the game to participants. If you receive a security alert when beginning this game and you're using Office 2007, simply click the Enable This Content button and then click OK. Please note, if you are using a version of Microsoft Office prior to Office 2003, some of the features in these games may not be properly of PowerPoint slides or games in your older version, and then use Microsoft's free PowerPoint viewer for actual game play. To download the free viewer, just do a web search for PowerPoint Player 2007.